Good evening, everybody. My name's Gemma Butler. It's my first time on here tonight. I'm looking forward to working with you and your loved ones and leaving with your guidance and comfort. So I just ask you to be kind to me now. You don't have to feed me with any information because the medium's been fed. I look forward to reading you as soon as possible. Pardon? Okay. If you like a reading and you'd like to read it, and you can just drop a note down here in the comments below. I'm a medium that works clairsentient, and I would say to you, if you see my head moving today, it's spirit touching me, not you. So don't be scared. You're not carrying on anyone home. Just reach out for me, and we can talk from there. Hello, Terry. Good evening. Hello. Good evening to you. Oh, she's pretty. Bless her. I feel. Yeah. Yeah. Can I work with Millie, please? Oh, I know. Look. All the hands are going now. Look, they're all waiting. So Millie, I'm on the way to you. Hello. Hello, Bernadette. Hi, Shelley. Hi. Hi, Louise. Hi, Jeanette. Lovely to see you. Hi, Liz. Good evening. Hi, Amy. Lovely hair. Hi, Jade. Oh, nice profile. Yeah, yeah. Good evening. Oh, hello, Hayley. Ah, baby, lovely profile. Bless you. Nice. Ah, lovely warmth energies around you, my lovely. Hello, Sarah Matthew. Nice greetings to you. Same to you, Liz. Oh, popping up again. That's lovely. Of course you will. I'll keep an eye out who's with you tonight. Wow, that's a nice name. Very good with both K's. Oh, they're getting excited. Ah, Deborah, now that reminds me of somebody there. Lovely name. Now, good evening. Oh, bless. Oh, love to see you. Nice to see you on here, Rachel. Pleasure. Yes. Oh, wow. I remember. I remember my dress, and yours was a lot more white than mine. But hey, it was brilliant. Oh, right. Do apologise. Okay. Oh, hello. Hi, Chris from Wales. Wow. Hi, Christine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll get used to it. Oh, hello, Christine Davies. Yes, I'm in for a great night tonight with you all. Spirit getting excited, so definitely, it's a pleasure for you to come along. Ja yeah, Jackie, Jackie Lewis. Oh, bless you. Hi, Jill. Your turn soon. God bless. Lovely to see you here. Oh, hello. Wow. So you're from South Africa. Amazing. Oh, pleasure to join you. Pleasure to join you. Nice to be connected with you from so far. From Australia. Hello, Pamela. You lucky person. I've always wanted to go there. Now, hello. Well, Wendy, got nice energy there. Lovely smile. Brilliant. Hello, Jody. So, hi. There's many of people. Spirit has Loads of spirits as well watching us. Oh dear. Yeah, bless you. Good evening, Millie. I'm going to work with you, please. The first connection I'm picking up with you is a granddad in the world of spirit, okay? He's been, bless him, he's hanging around me, a lot around here. He's giving me a lot of chest pains. I feel a lot of heart situation going on here. Can you understand your granddad with this condition, please? I do want to put him on dad's side, please. Would you understand this? Just need a yes or no, please, just to clarify. Um, I've also feel with him as well. He's quite a cheeky guy at the moment, and he's also bringing up a lot of laughter. He was a man of joking, and he was quite a medium-sized man. As he's coming into me a bit further, he's talking about feeling a bit of a achy neck at the minute, achy neck at the minute with yourselves, and you feel like stretching. And he's saying someone's been a bit of a pain at the minute, and in the neck, and he doesn't mean it in the wrong way, but things are going to change around you. He's talking about that you feel like you've been under the weather, shall I say, darling. It's not been easy for you. And he talks about last week there was a few tears on you. So he's definitely been around. Would you relate to this? Oh, that's right. Thank you. Thank you very much for confirming that, my lovely. He's just letting you know that he's talking about tapping your window at night, but he doesn't want to scare you, all right? So has there been some tapping and you've heard it around about midnight? He's just saying, don't worry, it's me, just to say good night. Now, I have got a lady coming forward to you. Hold on a moment. And I do feel I want to say grandma as well. Grandma, yes. Thank you. And I've also just need to say that she was making me feel very, very sedated, very lightheaded with this lady, making me feel a bit violently sick. I feel like grandma went heavily fast with her passing, and she become very ill all at once. Will you understand that, please? Yes, it wasn't. Thank you for confirming that. Would you understand with your grandma that she would have felt very lightheaded, and she would have passed the spirit very quickly, and she was in and out of it with consciousness? Will you understand this, please? And it's definitely on. I'm getting mum's side right now, please, darling. Mum's side with this lady. Okay, I understand that. Okay, bless your heart and soul. So it's a bit of one here, but I'm just saying to you what she's telling me about mum's side. There was a dividation in the family, my lovely, and also someone would have adopted or someone adopted out. Would you have known that in the second generation, please? If not, do check it out. Okay, she's talking about also you've got another grandma and with granddad at the moment as well. Got your grandma with granddad's come forward to me, and she's making me feel very hot up here in her chest area, very fluidy, and she comes with a lovely smile, but sometimes she was very strict. And I mean, you had to, you know, she didn't hurt anybody or anything, but she gave that stare, and that was enough. Can you understand that? Yes, bless you. Okay, I understand you've got a cat in the world of spirit as well for you, my darling. And I'm also seeing someone who had oh, they had a Victorian bulldog. So I feel this could be a dog that you'd known. It was a friend's dog, the Victorian bulldog and the Staffy. So you may have to ask about that. But there's definitely connections with dogs in the spirit world around you. I have just got the name Elaine for you in the world of spirit. Thank you very much for that, Millie. Thank you. Thank you very much, lover. Now, you're a very serious girl, you know. Do you naughty, naughty girl? You're not eating your breakfast, are you? Okay, so you've got to start eating your breakfast and drinking your fluid, and she means water, lover, all right, not that wine. Okay, she's also, I'm going to laugh and joke with you now. She's saying that cheer up, there is a change in situation financially for you coming to you. Okay, I know that you seem to be a bit under the low inside of things and thinking that even that round work is difficult, but you just got to give it at least 3 more weeks in the situation you're in. Okay, I do see a big change at the end of July. Look out for the 28th because I've seen your star. Okay, so your wishes are coming the end of June. Thank you, thank you. I want to say to you that I keep being drawn. You love crystals as well. You really have a draw for them. Look up for the amethyst and the jade. All right, bring that into you emotionally. Oh, they do, absolutely do, sweetheart. I mean, they're talking about you going to the hairdressers and you're on about going, but it's going to cost a lot of money. And Grandma's saying, how much? So she's talking about wanting to dye your hair and have it cut. But why didn't she says, cut it in dyeing it yourself, it's cheaper. She knows that what you've been like with the hair dye, by the way. She says that you had it everywhere in the bathroom and your mum went mad. Am I right? Oh, anyway, she just wants to let you know she's cheering you up around you. Can you understand a young lady that died with alcohol? Okay, I do feel this lady was someone who would have known or known of the family. She would have had a drink problem, darling. She was only in her 20s, and I feel she's relating to. She had a situation where there was. She lost everything around her. She's feeling very depressed at the time, and she just let herself go. Oh, bless you. Yes, yes. Now, there's this, as I said to this lady who I have got to bring us very closely. I'm not sure her name's Lisa or Sheila or Sarah, but it's definitely with the S's. Thank you, darling. Yeah, she was blonde, but I feel she dyed her hair. She's another one, and she's talking about bringing you clarity in life. She's also making me aware she lost the baby, didn't she? She's got that baby now, your auntie has. She's happy with the baby, and it's a boy. I think people were questioning it because they didn't know if she was pregnant or not, and she got pregnant young. Would you know that, darling? Just need a clarification. And she's just saying to me, though, it's time to take the lead now to you. All right. So, what you've got to do is do what you want to do. Don't listen to everybody else and stand up for your number one self. You're strong enough, Miller. And she's giving you an ice cream because she said you've been thinking them a lot. No wrong with that. It's nice weather. Anyway, I like to leave the love with you. I could be here all day, but spirit, there's plenty of in here and I've got to move on. Take care, babe. God bless. Is that okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. God bless. Uh, that's fine. You're more than welcome, my lovely. I hope to see you again soon. Look out for me, my darling. I'll be there. Yeah. I'll try and do as many as I can. But feeling very energized at the minute, at the most. Oh, Tina Collins, please. There we go. Look, Tina Collins. That's a yes. Bless you. All right. All right. Bless you coming in. Okay, can I work with you, Tina? Straight away around you, I'm really picking up. I want to say mom, I want to say dad. I feel like mum and dad are both in the spirit world and they're fighting over you. We understand this, please, with mum and dad in the spirit world. Just need a yes. Oh, it's all right. I feel with your mum. I feel she was sharp and feel she was a lady that would like to have no offence put in. She was she's quite a strong lady, strong build, strong mind, forward, easygoing. Sometimes can be very stubborn. But what I found with your mum, she would like to feel she wore the trousers in the relationship with dad as well. Can you understand dad being the opposite, please? Because that's how he's coming across. He's quite letting her do the talking today. But in reality, they're both are fighting to talk to you, okay? With mum coming forward, she is making me aware of ears. She's talking about your ears feeling quite warm lately, darling. I feel like there's been a bit of a feeling warm and then warm down your neck. If not, you will start to notice it. Mum's giving you that little cuddle. Don't be frightened, okay? She's talking about her leg's been hurting her, so she may like refers to a problem to do with her leg, and she also refers to a problem to do with the tummy area. So I believe she would have suffered a little bit down these areas before she went to spirit. She is shown to me as well. Oh, Gemma, she said, I felt very unwell, very fast. And then when she went to spirit, she shows me that there was only 3 people around her bedside. Thank you. Thank you for that. Well, this is what I'm saying. It's your mum around you. She says, I've been touching the right side of your head. So she says you've been itching it, haven't you, darling? Thinking, hey, what's this going on? But don't worry about it. She's there. She's talking about that. She wants to give you a connection in Derbyshire and Wales area with yourself, please. And she's talking about that. She likes to visit there as well over the beachways. She's mentioning with yourself as well, please take that holiday that someone's guaranteed to be offering you very soon. You're very stubborn, ain't you? You're a very independent lady. You're just like your mum, you know, you look like her. And I must say that she's got your eyes. I don't know if you've been told that before, but she says, yes, she's had it a few times, Jem. Now, can you understand with your mum as well that she would have been, she shows me a hospital situation. So she was poorly in a hospital just before of her passing, but also she makes me refer to that she struggled to sleep even towards the end, and then she was gone. Do you understand this, please? So she slept for quite a while, only a few days up to this. Thank you. Okay. Well, Mum's saying get your bags packed because she's going with you, darling. I'm telling you that now. She loves a good holiday. And she says it's about time, Tina, don't you think? Anyway, I have got Dad. I just want to drop in and let him have a little say. Come on then, darling. Oh, ain't you lovely? I must admit, it's touching me hair, and your mum's going, what you doing? So I believe that Dad could wind Mum up sometime. I feel he's trying to flirt with me a little bit, darling. This is interesting. Your dad is a very nice, kind person. Can you understand this? Yeah, he's ever so funny, isn't he? He's giving me the. He's also talking about. Can you understand the blackjacks? He's giving me the blackjacks. I thought he was a flirt. I love it. He's touching me brown hair. Yeah, you didn't mind the. I'm not being rude. You didn't mind the bonny ladies, did he? Because you just said, "Look, okay." Mum's got to ground at him, and I think he's still like winding her up here. And they're talking about that back in the day. They used to go out for drinks, and it was like they always was up for a laugh. There wasn't bad people. They just end up having a few. Can you understand this? I feel like with Dad as well that he'd worked quite a bit, but he became very poorly in his mid-50s, early 60s. And Dad said he had to take an early retirement. Okay. No, it's all right, sweetheart. He's telling me he's sorry. He's really sorry. He wants to make lost time up with you. He feels very sympathised with you. He said he felt like he didn't have time to listen to what you said sometimes, and he regrets not having that with you, my darling. So he's giving me a blue rose. He's giving me a blue rose for you, and he's also saying about that chocolate cake that you're eating, and he's showing me it all got around on your face, and I took a photo of it when you were a baby. Okay, bless you. I can understand that. Will you understand with him at all, darling? He talks about a pancreas or pancreatitis. There was testing him for that, you know. He kept some of his drinking problems under wrap, didn't he? Yeah, and I understand. Can you understand Bob? The name Bob, darling, because I feel Bob would relate to Dad somewhere. And also, your dad worked with a lot of gentlemen, and they all used to drink a lot. Your mum was concerned about his drinking, but again, it were like they wanted to talk and he didn't know what to say. And then sometimes they did, and sometimes they fall out, but they always sorted it out. Bless you, darling. That's lovely. Dad says it represents him, doesn't it? Yeah. Uncle Bob's here and all, and you know what? He's a cheeky man. And my eyesight's going funny with Bob. Can you understand that he had diabetes? Or they were questioning it, lover. Yeah, if you look back on your dad's side, you'd see. Now, with Uncle Bob as well, he's talking about giving you a shilling. So I've not heard that in years. I mean, you know, but I just want to say to you that he used to either come here, hey, here's some money. You know, that's how he used to be with the kids. Yes, he was, bless you. I want to say to you, though, chin up, yeah, there's a lady called Louise around you that, if you're not sure aware of her, but she's going to be a very good friend to you. And yourself, you've not been well, and obviously we have to be careful what we say about health, but you are going for tests at the minute, and there's a lot of healing going on around you. I have been shown, though, also that I have got a little Westie around you in the world of spirit, and I've also got the Dalmatian and the German Shepherd. The German Shepherd's leaving hair all over this floor, so you've got plenty of animals in the spirit world, and also you had the parrot. So someone had a lovely parrot, beautiful. It's got red and feathers, and it was like an African grey. So relate to these animals, they're all around you, Tina. One thing I have to say about yourself is that you stay strong. You're a good person, and I want to say to you, sometimes you have been good to you too much, but with yourself, what I like about you is you're very cautious about it, and you don't always wear your heart on your sleeve, but that don't make you not a bad person. So how you feeling yourself, let it go. You understand what I mean? And I just want to say to you, look out for the month of August. That's going to be better times for you. I do see Norwich Way in South Wales, that sort of thing. I do see a calmer time in November, but you know what I've got to say to you now is, to tell you something. Get rid of them old jeans because they don't fit you and they're not going anywhere. So start decluttering your wardrobe, babe. God bless. Take the love. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for confirmation. Yep, I've done now. Oh, sorry, I just don't want to. I just want to do as much as time. No. Yes, yes, darling. Yes, Terry Louise. Hello, Terry Louise. I was trying to get you right at the very beginning because you're the first to come on, and also I'm really drawn to you, drawn to your energies, drawn to your independence, a lady that speak her mind, and you're so much of potential. But what I have to say to you, you got to slow down, darling. You really have. In your mind, your mind's telling you to go for it and go for it and go for it, but your body's slowly telling you something else, love. Okay. I am picking up around you, bless you. I have, oh, that's bless you. Okay, come on in. I've also got the name Michael. Can you relate to Michael in the world of spirit? And you also would be able to take the name of Jean. I also seem to keep getting Mary as well. Now, am I right in saying to you, your dad's in the world of spirit, lovey? Is this correct, please? Because I'm feeling this link with around you. I'm also picking up a grandma. She was straight at the front at the beginning, and she's saying, the ladies, I'm giving you the ladies' energy. That's right, yes. Can you understand your dad in the spirit world, please? And I've also got your grandma. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I'm picking up Mary and Dad, but I have to bring Dad forward now, as his energies come quite forceful and quite a strong man. Dad was quite a quiet man at times. He knew he was so set in his ways, you couldn't change him for anything. And he always had his mindset. He's very much like yourself in the mind, I'd say, no offence. But he just said to me that you do look like your mum, no offence to you there. He is saying to me, though, his family was also there wasn't many, but there was quite a few men, or I should say few men really. And he did lose a lot of his family to spirit young. Would you understand that, please? Yes, your grandma's also comes right up. She was up right up here today. Very warm energy, very caring, very loving towards you. She's showing me you as a baby, and she gives me the she's saying about the weight. I don't know if you know this yourself, but you was about the weight of £7, darling. If you work that one out, you'll probably find that out. Now, with Dad, he's making me aware of either one side of his head of pain. So he did have a lot of pain in his head and in his shoulders as well. Dad had multiple illnesses that he kept to himself because he didn't want the family to know. And then towards the end, it just started coming out. And with Grandma, thank you very much. But I do feel with you, can you understand with Dad, though? He's talking about the eyes and the nose he laughs. He's also telling me he had a dry sense of humour. Okay, so a lot of thank you very much for that. Bless you. There's your information, darling. And he says, Gemma, he says she's turning into a beautiful young lady now, but she don't believe in herself. Mm-mm-mm. You got to stop doing that. He says you're perfect in every way. He says, Gemma, she's doing well at a work situation. You're seeing that changing around for a positive, and there's money coming back to you. Okay, spend it wisely. He is mentioning about either a hot tub or getting a hot tub out. Okay, in the next week or so. And he's also saying you have been sunbathing or thinking on those lines. He's talking about getting the cocktails out as well. Who's got the bar? Because there's a bar being made around you, darling. Who's been getting the bar? Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation. It's okay. I'm a quick medium. I do apologise. Yes, it was a man that was. I would understand with him that he wouldn't want to upset his family, if you see what I mean. 1 minute, get me. It's wine and of a kind, guys. It's water. Don't worry. That's what I call my spiritual wine. So yes, yes, he did, and I feel like he's saying to you though that you've got more potential than you think. Ah, lovely. Well, the octopus coming. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, and you know what? I'll tell you what he's saying. He's getting his hands like that going. You're going to get your bar. He loved to drink. He loved a bit of a bar, a family do. I think your dad was a man that just, even though he didn't get up and, dance as such, unless he had a few drinks, like, but he was a man that liked to get family together, and he would have liked to just, sat in the crowd if he liked. That's how he was. I feel the God was important to him, and if he could, he would have worked in there. Oh dear. Well, you got to get it back out. I see a new one coming in, and he's talking about that one that had lights with different colours. So look out for this one. Can you understand the baby in the spirit world that was lost? I'm sorry to bring. I have a little. Thank you. Yes, he did. Um, I have a little boy in the spirit world to give you, and I believe there were girls as well. So the three babies in the family that was lost. Yes, yes. He's got the grandchildren over here, and it was like they didn't know how to take him, and he's just growling at them and playing. Yes, bless you. But do you know what? The babies around. The babies are around, and I feel like I've been told for you about the babies that they're moving your shoes and they're laughing. So you've been trying to find your shoes and you can't find them. Is that correct, please? Well, there you go. Next time you know where they are. I've also got to say to you though, that people are coming back from your past. Nothing to worry about, but familiar faces arise, and I feel like it's going to open a new door to reconciliate a good friendship. A turnaround in a social life situation. I know that a lot of friends that you've pulled away from, but not everyone's your enemy, darling. Okay, so I just need to say, give it a few weeks, your social life's going to pick up and you're going to go to Lanzarote. I also picking up as well Spain. Oh, bless you, darling. I've just been shown a little girl and a little boy, and they're both between the I've got 2 years apart with them, please. So, and I do believe that the little girl's got light blonde, just going into blonde to brown hair now, darling. That's what he's showing me, and he's saying to me that she's a credit, a dream. She's very talented as well and creative of art, and the gentleman, the young boy, is very sensitive and understanding. Believe it or not, he has his moments and can be determined, but he will put what he wants to do. Right. I don't feel you have any problems with these. He's just saying though, at the moment though, he is saying as well that there is some shoes to buy for the children as well, my darling. Let's not forget that one. Okay. Who's the little boy then? Can you understand the little boy? Or is that the one that was lost? Because I do feel a boy was lost. But if not, you haven't got a boy yet, I do think that one's coming because I feel it there. I do see as well. Can you understand having a sister in the physical world with the little boy? And I'm also seeing that someone's suffering with pelvic area problems, please. And I feel like she's around the same age as you. Okay, I'll leave that with you. I feel help is going that way. And I've just got to say to you, Ah, well, you say that, but I don't know. I'm just a messenger, love. Check it out. I've just got to say to you, though, that there is some, oh, bless you, there is something to do with a bike tire. Yes, thank you. A bike tire as well. Now, yes, that's correct. Yep. Now, can you understand? Can you understand not only being an auntie, but you do take the children on as well, don't you? And bring them into the family with yourself. And I feel like your dad's very pleased with that as well, in a good way. Could you understand this being? She's very close to mum. Caesar was very close to mum. Okay. Okay, well, I've just got to say to you though, take the love of all your loved ones, and they're just giving you Pims, or also I'm getting a bottle of cider of Copperberg to you, darling. God bless you. Thank you. It's been interesting working differently. Yeah, love it. I want to say Matt Hunt Claire at the moment. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, bless you, my lovely. Well, thank you. I'll have to go to you, Matt, really. I am picking up Father Link around you, and I'm picking up a brother as well. And I will come to you in a moment, Claire. Just hang on, we're going to have to separate this. I have got, like I said to you, Matt's, I feel like Matt's father's here. I am smelling smoke, and I don't smoke. And I know them, but not know them. They only know me through Zoom. Yeah. I don't know them. All right. Well, like I said to you, I know you only know me through Zoom, not to worry. I know that we don't know each other very closely, but I'm just showing, as you know, I'm just getting dad's always around you. I am picking up a man who smoked. Is that correct, please? I do feel with dad that he does look a lot like you, Matt, and I'm also saying that he's quite uh, concerned with a blood pressure situation going on around you, darling, and not listening to your pains in your chest. Just have a little checkup with the doctors, don't avoid. And with Claire, I just want to give her a friend who's called Sandra or Susie, who passed the spirit very fast. I feel like she would have even been going with a stroke. Can she relate to this, please? The symptoms of a stroke. So she wouldn't have been able to feel much of her body before she passed. So what I'm getting with her, that she's giving to Claire, is she's talking about rest and feeling. Claire's been feeling very tired, and she's mentioning about that you need to. Claire's being assertive in what she wants right now. Well done, and she's also been given the flowers. So I got to give her roses in the spirit world to tell her that she is very loved and cared for, and talking about her vision, get them glasses sorted, girl. There's changes in those lenses needed. I'm only giving you a little bit. I do apologise because your loved ones have just wanted to pop in just to say hi and say they both love you dearly. So take the love and God bless, and enjoy a nice sausage dog that's going to come your way. All right, God bless. And I told you I'm fast, didn't I? That's the right. As long as I'm doing all right. Thank you. Now, what I was going to ask is if you could have, I did have one of the men that cropped up, can't remember his name. So, yeah, can't remember seeing it. So, could you go back on the list if you don't mind? I'm not sure. Ah, yes, that's the one. Hello. Hello, Ben. Good evening. Nice to connect with you. Oh, very caring and understand man. Very straight away. I'm picking up healing energies around you. So you would connect also as a healer. If not, that you should be getting into it. Okay, bless you. Okay. Oh, okay. Can you understand connecting? I have a lady in the world of spirit and a man, so bear with me. You've got plenty of them in here. And okay, I am getting the name Mum. I'm seeing a mum connection here, and she's giving me a very warmth energy. She comes through with vibrant, and you're very close to her, so I feel, oh, she's been close to you. And at this moment in time, she's talking about your shoulder pain, my darling. It's keeping you awake at night, and so is your back. She is mentioning about changing the mattress over, or you're thinking about getting a new one. Anyway, what mum's giving me, I feel like I want to say stroke, but I don't think that's what took her to the spirit world. She's making me aware. She said she had problems to do with the chest area and the throat as well. Will you understand where I'm coming from with this, please? Just a simple yes or no, my darling, and we can work from there. Thank you very much. Can you understand the description of the lady who I want to say mum or grandmum? I do feel she's feeling motherly towards you, very close indeed. And thank you very much. Yes. Can you understand, right, my darling? She's making me aware there would have been questions about having it cut, or there would have been an operation there was a bit thinking about doing about 2 years prior to passing with her. Bless her. So thank you, thank you. Yes, would you understand, okay, right? She would have been very motherly, and she would have had a lot by looking after you a lot as well. But I do want to put her on mum's link as well. Can you understand, on mum's side of the family? And she's talking about a lady who's been unwell around you, very close at the moment. There's lots of healing going that way. I need to give you the name Joyce, Joan, and Janet, okay? And I'm also getting the name Hildred. Now, you might have to research that one, okay? But this is all on mum's side, all right? I have also seen to get the surname of Jackson, so somewhere you could relate to that surname. I have seen church work in person as well, wanting to go into what I do in some way, and you'll be great. I do feel with you as well that they're talking about needing to get out or being outside, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. Yes, Jeanette, she's a lovely character. What a bubbly one, straight talking as a die. But when she come in, she'd lift the spirits of everybody, and she'd tell you as it is. She was like, take me as you find me, Gemma. She's just saying to me that you have that attitude to life now, she says, because when you're in the emotional side of things, it made you feel very vulnerable, if that makes sense to you. You are a changeable man, but it doesn't make you a bad man. It's just the fact that sometimes you can't make up your mind about things. Okay, so she's talking about like, pay attention to how you feel in the day when you wake up. Also at night, got any questions on your mind, please just send them up to her, and she'll send it within the mood you are. So, for example, if it's a good thing you wake up, you know, the answer's positive, and so forth. So she just wants to leave that with you. Jeanette was a very person who can talk every day because she's chatting now. She's putting a bit of makeup lippy on, which ain't always like her, but she feels like she wants to go out and get her shoes on. Anyway, enough chatting to them, but yes, yes, and I just feel like she was a strong person, fair hair, and I tell you what, you won't get in the way of her. God bless you. Take the love. Okay, guys, I'll be back in 2 minutes, just having a quick break for now. See you in a minute.
MySpiritualDirectory.com is one of the fastest growing online free listing service. Our search directory offers geolocation feature, rating ability, review system, map location, customer comment, YouTube video, gallery, social media sharing, direct contact with the lister, simple online booking and payment system. It's free to register and use. It even creates your own mini web page, which you can update at any time, and yes, it's still free, no monthly or yearly fees. 100% free. Creates your own profile page. Add social media and other links. Add a mini gallery and a YouTube video. Rating, reviews and comments. Includes online booking and payments. So, if you're looking for a medium, or a reader, even a church, maybe a healer, or any other spiritual service, then visit myspiritualdirectory.com.
My Spirit Life is a free online interactive magazine for those who have an interest in improving their spiritual lives. Authors can upload images, videos, and audio clips to their own articles. The public can place comments, rate the article, and follow the author. All articles are vetted before being published. For more information and to place your own article, please visit myspiritlife.co.uk. Wimbledon Spiritualist Church hosts our divine service tomorrow. This starts from 11 a.m. with a demonstration of mediumship.
Oh, better. I'm glad that we to be back now, working with spirits of the other kind instead of that one. Right. First of all, I'd like to welcome just Juliet guests. I'd like to work with you at the moment. Oh dear, right, let's have a look who's around you. This one's right. I feel like we've got a lot of people with great humour tonight in here with the spirit world because they seem to be playing. Now, I'm picking up with you. Can you relate to a gentleman that would have been a jolly man? He even would have been an elderly man swinging his stick and he was whistling. I really want to feel like he would have been family and it would have been a granddad, but you didn't get to see him as much, my lovely. I feel I want to say on granddad's side as he comes more to me. And he has given me the name Eric, and he's given me the name Edward, and he's given me the name Jim. He certainly has said to me that he gained a lot of weight quite fast. And then he says, look at me, look, I still look good. And I feel like he would have had a clean shaven but grey hair. Can you relate to this, my lovely, with your granddad? Now, do mind you saying it's on dad's side. He is telling me that there was an awkwardness on dad's side because it shows me that there was a dividation again. It was really sad. A lot of people didn't talk. And then sometimes they had the moments where the all family reconciliated. It was a bit like... they didn't like the way he was sometimes because he would never take life serious. So I feel like with him, he's making me feel very wheezy in the top end of my chest area. And he did go very fast with the chest as well, not only with the breathing towards the end, but he said that he had angina and he's bringing out a nice pipe now. And he says he did try the cigars, but he didn't really like them. Is this making any sense for you, lovely? Because this man's definitely drawn to you. And I feel with him, he's saying to you at the moment that you feel that life's become a bit of a pause at the moment. And he's saying to me, though, that sometimes we have to push things in order to get things motivated. He's not saying yourself, but he's saying something needs to be looked into a little bit more. And he's saying to you that you've got questions going on in your mind, but sometimes you bite your tongue because you're thinking of others. Sometimes we can't do that in order to get what we need to know. So please just go out and find the answers that's playing on your mind, is saying. There is no response. Okay, so I'll move on to someone else. Okay. Can you bring the people up, please? That's a shame. Yeah, it's okay. That's right. No, it's fine. Yes, I can. Julianne actually has just come in. That's all right. Spirit just jumping in tonight. And they do work that way with me. Hello. Yeah. Okay. Hello, Julianne. I seem to be picking up around you quite a few energies here. I want to say to you, I'm not sure if you can understand anyone called Julie in the spirit world. I feel this lady was a laughing joke. He never took anything serious. She was a lady that was wanting to go out a lot of the time. She enjoyed the nature and she worked really hard, but her mind was overworking. I do feel also she will connect with a mum link as well somewhere, so she knew your mum. And I also feel that your mum also worked with a Julie in the world of spirit. I have got the name Pam for you, and I've also picking up a granddad in the Navy. So I am strongly feeling the granddad in the Navy. I feel like he's making me feel like I need to sit up straight and do as I'm told, bless him. I do feel with granddad as well that he's talking about either being shot at or being being shot in some way, and he is talking about the war, and I do feel like this would have been on mum's side, mum's dad, please. I also got a John for you. Can you understand this, please? Thank you, thank you. Bless you. Well, she was the main lady. She says, I'm gaffer here. And she's making me laugh because she's saying that I brought them in. And she's talking about that in the physical world. She did think a lot of you all. And she was a lady that would have like had lots of cups of teas and she'd help you wash up and then she didn't live too far away. Can you understand that? Brilliant. Yes. Will you understand John having problems with his leg and also he's making me aware he could have had it amputated. I'm not sure if you knew about that, but there was definitely something to do with his veins. All right, my dear. I'm also been getting as well that there would have been a problem with the grandma, one of the grandmas, and it was her heart, and I also feel the stomach. I also feel with grandma as well that she'd never sit down because she's constantly walking around me at the moment and she's going, come on, I got to tidy up. She used to tidy up, she's flicking the dust off. And she's just saying she's been dusting at yours, love. So have you seen things like you think things are not like moving properly, but you're moving things in different places and forgetting, she says, that's me. Also, she's talking about that the mat that's getting on your nerves, but don't throw it away. There'll be a white feather on there for you in the morning. It's on the floor, okay, in the living room. And she talks about feeling a little bit sick around yourself in a minute. You've been feeling really sick. Would you relate to this, please? And feeling a little bit heartburn. She is giving you the milk and she's talking about you've got to cut down on that she's talking about tomatoes that affecting you, the acid, and she's mentioning with yourself as well, feeling that you're kind of needing solitude time at the moment. You're very overprotective with your emotions now, and she says that you've been sharing your ideas with a very close friend of yours, and she's been joining in this Julia. She's sitting there having a cup of tea. She says the other day though that she said that you've been keep scratching your back when you were there, and she says it felt like something was crawling on your back. Right, okay then. Well, there's a lot. Let me just say one things to that we obviously I do feel like that she's been around your mum as well then, please. As she talks about that mum's been having problems with her vision and she's talking about clarifying with mum's memory at the moment, please. You understand mum's memory. It's not all the greatest, but she would memorize Julie. And will you understand there was very good at cleaning anyway when they together those two did. They got everything done in the house and washing. She would never sit down, this woman. She's talking about some days it's like you, but you're in the mind as well. You're in the mind like that, and you forever got to-do list. Write it down and put it on the fridge, she says. So I've just got to say to you, take the name of Lorraine and Elaine in the physical world. Oh, bless you. I see. Well, there's lots of healing. Can you relate to having there's something about an hemorrhage or a tumor removed, please? Okay, but I do feel that lots of things are slowly will grow together around things. There is new chapters, but you've got to let things that's happened in the past leave it. Let sleeping dogs lie, lover, because the only person you're hurting is yourself. So God bless you. Take all their love. Yeah. And if you really enjoyed tonight and would like to see more or anything, could you all please share? And yes, please share tonight's episode, and I'm mostly appreciate and grateful for that, guys. So let's get them sharing done, and hopefully I can come back very soon. I just said that. You never know, do you? So right. Oh, sorry. That's good then. I know. Ah, okay. J- Janet. Janet, she had a necklace on. With a necklace on a profile. Hello, Janet. Oh, bless you. Yes, indeed. As I was coming to you, they both come together, but they both are very strong. They're very similar personalities. They had a connection where they said to me, it's intellectual, Gemma. So both of them were connected with the mind, you know. It's a very strong, powerful being. I understand that both of them was very much thought similar as well. There's quite and sometimes when they're getting roused, they never back down. They could never agree on something, mum and dad couldn't. But they've come together most definitely. Now, they're talking about being in your bedroom, but that not in an inappropriate time around you, lover. But they're talking about either a window's not opening very well, and they're talking about a bit of damp, lovey. I don't mean it in a rude way, but they're watching the damp in the window as well. She's with dad as well. He's talking about a shed. He had a shed, or he was also the time always doing things outside of the home. And I'm also being shown with mum that she's been cooking a lot of what smells like liver and onions, girl. I feel like she's giving you nutrients at the moment, and she's on about your eating is not been good. So you have been snacking. Then you should be eating properly, my lovely. Now, what she's also saying to you, though, you have to, with all respect, she's telling you to tell somebody to keep that out at the moment, with all respect. She says you can do it in the firm way. She says, I don't mean it horrible. I can see what you're going through, and it isn't right how someone's trying to take over a little bit, my darling. She doesn't like that. Your mum would always protect the underdog. That's what she was like. And a work situation as well. Your mum was like that as well, wasn't she? Can you understand this, please? Any response? Okay, well, I'll leave that with you. I just thought I'd let you know that they are around you. God bless you, and take care. I know. I'm sitting there talking to myself. The spirits are talking. Oh, that's all right. Well, do you know what? One lady said that my voice is that much that they actually send them to sleep. I did. I did. Oh, thank you, Jill. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm not nice. Hey up. Oh, I didn't know. Yes. Well, I'm gonna have to go to that David because he's giving me a nice thing. Come on then, love. Excuse me, getting like this. I'm a bit normally work like that. Oh, bless you. So, hello, David. What a nice. Thank you very much for that. Oh, right. Yeah, you are. When I say to you, man, without a doubt, that you're a person that you are. Again, you are quite at the moment. Lot of walking forward, going forward. You're a man that likes to help other people reach your potential, and I do feel with you that there's something to do with. I definitely feel that you're on the crust with going into self-employment or changing your employment at the minute. Hold on a minute, let me find out who's actually got the information first. That would be a start, wouldn't it? Come on. Okay, can you understand the name Billy, darling? And there was also there was a Gavin as well in the spirit world. I also have a young man in the spirit world that took his life, please. Can you understand these, please? I feel the man who took his life as a young man is making me aware he would be on your dad's side somewhere, please. Are we getting any response? I feel with that. I feel like I want to say to this young man, I feel like he had a cheeky way of life, okay? And I'm also feeling like he would have been connected with the cadets, I feel. I want to say to you also that you have granddad in the world of spirit and you also have a dad in the world of spirit, lovely. Can you understand that? They're both together. Okay. Yes, I know you've lost your friends. This is what, can you understand one having a collision and a motorcycle? I'm showing a car collision as well, please. So would you relate to this, please? And it was fast. It was in the papers, most certainly. It's got quite a few connections with you. I've also got the names of Neil. I've got Darren. I've also got Lee as well, please. Bless her, yes, yes. Can you relate to him being a light brown hair man? And would you understand him being a little bit somewhat like it was kind of, I don't know if people called him Les, but I've got Les for you, darling, as well. But people didn't always call him by his proper name, he's telling me. People who had all different names for him. And I feel with him that he carried a burden all of the time. And I feel he connected with, he was close to his mum. Can you relate to this with this man? Because I feel like he was close to his mum. I'm also been shown with him with yourself that you've been looking at some finding photos, old photos. That's bringing back a little bit of memory to you. He's also saying that family life's never been quite easy for you and straightforward. He's saying that at the moment you feel like you're having to make a sacrifice around you, but don't worry, things will turn out just fine. Oh, okay, I understand now. Bless you. Now, do you know what? What makes me? Leslie has fairish hair. He's coming in as a fair-haired gentleman. Yes, he was. Would you understand with his back slightly curved? I'm not taking the mick, but he was a lovely gentleman. He's just got a handkerchief though, so he would have carried handkerchiefs around with him a lot. You'd know. Bless you. I understand that. I understand. Will you understand if I said to you as well that with Dad as well, you only said he had a stroke. Would you understand it being the right side, please? And would you understand he had problems with the legs and he had swelling? Yes, he was a loving person. That's right. This could be granddad in the world, because sometimes fatherly links can come in as granddad. And I do feel with granddad, it would have been on dad's side. I'm picking up here. It's granddad who had this stroke. There was definitely problems with the stroke, and it went to the heart. Would you understand? If not, take it with you, find out. Also with your friends as well, they're telling me that there's someone been winding you up or trying to get in your mind. Yes, that's right. Yes. Would it be Frank IE? It's got IE at the end sometimes, or would people wind him up with his name? Yes, yes, I understand that, because what happened with it, he said the blood and what happened, it all went into like a stroke and then went straight to the heart, you see. And he said he did fall quite a bit, and it's a shame. He's talking about late 20s, early 30s. He's showing me around that age. Or he wants, thank you. Yeah, and also, I must admit, I'm not being rude, but he does look like you, and he does look like you. And funny enough, I feel like your dad does look like his mum. Dad looks like his mum, and I feel like there was certainly talk and cheese, though, wasn't there? I can tell you that for sure. But I need to give you a football, darling. I'm showing a football with you. Oh, bless. I understand. I'm giving a football, and I feel like someone's going into football training. Yes. That's right. And I'm seeing also that with yourself, you ain't going to believe that, but you're going to be doing some snorkeling. So snorkeling's coming in for you. And I'm also seeing that with yourself, that you're quite a forward man and you get all your thoughts very quickly, but you shouldn't always you've got to slow down your thinking before, and knowing that that's what you really want and what is meant for you and what's not. Sometimes you have got hasty decisions you make, but sometimes it's like with yourself, you always bounce back no matter what you decide to choose, and you always see two ways of the argument. That's why people like you, because you can always see another parts of the argument, but sometimes it can put you in a difficult spot, can't it? I've seen that. I just need to give you the name Paul, okay? And I feel Paul's in the physical world. Oh, bless you, it's your middle name, didn't realise that. And I've also got the name of Patrick and Roy for you, my darling. Now, just before I go, I have got to give you two children in the physical world around you. And I do feel I want to give you boiled egg sandwiches. Take them nicely and God bless you. Next link. Well, everyone, so people, yeah, they do recognise what I'm putting. That's brilliant. I always trust in spirit anyway. They're always right. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm trying. Yeah. Ah, Diane. Yeah, we'll go with Diane. Well, hello, Diane. As you can see, my arm's shifted and someone's really pushing me. Okay, bear with me. Okay. Now, there's a couple of names been shouted at me, and I do strongly feel this would be mum's side of connection. I do feel with her that I'm stuck between words because I've got a mum and a mum sort of feeling here. So I've got two ladies that you would connect with. Okay, so I feel it could be grandmother though on mum's side more, and she does look like yourself. All three of you very similar. Their eyes I can tell, and I've also been shown with her that with grandma that she was a lady that would wanted to do the right thing. She wanted to be authoritative, and I feel with her that she would have been going into management in her work life. I feel like with her that she tried to satisfy everybody, but it didn't always go so well. And then when she made her decision, she stuck by them. Can you relate to this? Um, I also feel with grandma as well, there would have been problems with her eyes and her ears, I want to say, towards the end. And she makes me aware, bless her, of her bladder a little bit. I do feel with her as well. I'm not sure if she struggled getting out and about in a chair, but I do feel mobility issues is an issue with her at some point. But saying that, she did have arthritis. Okay, I am picking up with her as well that it was quite it was quite slow, but she went fast in the end. And I do believe with her that there was times. I don't know why she's showing me Lauros, but I have got to give you Lauros as well. There is a lady in the connection as well who passed with cancer around you, and I believe I want to say like an auntie link here now, darling, and mum's sister. Can you understand this? Or it could be grand sister. I do feel she's talking about breast cancer here. Okay. Um, is this making sense? Right. Okay then. Yeah. Right, thank you. Would you also understand that losing there's lots of ladies I want to say to you. There was also a lady in the spirit world that would have had problems with drinking as well, and there would have been a lady that would have had problems in a pregnancy or would have been pregnant and it were dangerous. Can you relate to these, please? because I'm connecting with these. I also pick up around you that there would have been 2 children in the spirit world that were lost, one by miscarriage. And I also feel one of the ladies had abdominal problems so much that the pain was unreal. A young lady's coming forward to me now, and she's making me aware of the name Maria, and I'm also getting the name of Kaylee. Can you relate to these names? Leanne, and also I've also got the name Jean or Gina. They are saying to me with you at the moment, they're talking about that you're feeling very heightened at the moment, anxious and worried about something that's going forward for you. They're telling you not to be scared. They're holding your hand. Your loved ones are all around you, my lovely. They're talking about watch your microwave, lovely. That's on its way out. And I've also been clicking a kettle. So you've been putting yourself having a drink and the kettle clicks occasional. That's them around you. I do want to say to you, though, there is a house move in the near future, and I do feel like the move is coming in as your own choice. Okay, so I like to leave their love with you, and know your loved ones always remain around you, Diana. And I do believe that your name is in the family, and it was given from mum's side of the family. God bless. Take the love. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I understand that. I mean, we can only bring what we can only bring up. What's all I'm saying. Spirit will only bring it as they want to bring it. So I can't make it up. It's just not the way life works. Oh, bless him. That's lovely. Thank you very much, David. That's lovely. You really made my day. You're welcome. Thank you, Diana. That's lovely of you. So, yeah, Bernadette. Can I go for Bernadette, please? Hello, Bernadette. I'm quite tempted to call you Bernie. I feel I got a gentleman around you who would have been around as a friend, or could have been even somebody who would really have liked you. Hold on the line. Now, I'm not sure if it's an ex-partner or a boyfriend feeling, but I really do feel there's a young man in the world of spirit. He makes me aware of knowing you in another link. Would you understand? Yes, he was a partner, darling. Yeah, bless you. I'm sorry. I'm feeling very emotional as I say this, so I've got to look away. Take it away, please. Thank you. It was very I want to say to you, he's very patient tonight, and normally he's not. Normally he's not, He's just wanted to say that thank you for being there. Thank you for being there. I know it come a shock to you as sudden, and you've been there in some ways, and then other times it's been hard for him, and he feels so sorry for the times he's sort of been feeling like, I have to say, lashing out emotionally. He didn't mean it. He is feeling very cross with himself. I want to say to you as well, Bernadette, that he is angry. He had a lot of anger, no offense to your dogs, don't upset spirit, but he's very angry in himself because he never fixed problems what he had years ago. Can you understand that, darling? Yeah, yeah. Nothing to do with you, mind. Okay. He is saying to me that he found it hard to trust people. He found it hard to trust people. He knew he did, but in life in general, darling, in life in general. Now, can you understand him having an illness, darling? A severe illness comes suddenly. And why is he making me a real bad headache? All of his head in his ears are really hurting. And I feel like with him, he's talking about him collapsing at work, darling. He just collapsed and people didn't know what to do at one point. And he's telling me that at the moment, yes. Can you understand? Would you understand liver failure as well, sweetheart? He's talking about that he did have, I'm not being crude, but did he talk about having blood in your eye? Because he's showing me something on that level, and I'll leave that with you, my darling. Now, I'm telling you now, he was the most loyalist friend and boyfriend that you had. He said sometimes, he just found it very hard to express his emotions. I tell you what, he feels Okay. Why is he talking about his music? Why is he talking about his CDs? He says, Gemma, I put them aside and forgot the ones that I wanted. There was a CD that wasn't there that he wanted to listen to. It's not your fault, but he gets cross even then. And he's also talking about you've been putting what looks like the bread in the fridge and wrong food in the wrong places. Hey, what's up with you, my lovely? Is there in mind and spirit for you, sweetheart? I must admit, though, I feel with him that he was quite a boast. I want to say, not being rude, a cocky man here. You know, I feel like he's getting cocky with me, and I feel like it's like, what's this about? Come here, and I feel like what I'm doing is like is scratching his head. Bernadette is saying, I won't believe in all of this. I thought it was all over rubbish, you know. But yes, his personality comes as a strong one. And he certainly had lots of words that he wanted to say to people. You understand that, please, darling? And he did say to me that he was a bit astray from family, lovely, as well. Okay, he was astray from family at some times. Now with yourself, he absolutely adorned your dominance, independence, and he found you the most beautiful woman. He's really looking after you still. He said he wanted to marry you, you know. He probably didn't tell you that, but he did, and you're always going to be his baby no matter what. um Thank you. Yes, I understand. Oh, it's a stubborn one. I want to say to you, can you take a light brown hair? Light brown hair. Yes, I know. He's like me, he speaks quickly. He does speak very fast at times. And also he was particularly when he was angry and you couldn't quite grasp what he was saying. Why is he saying if you're painting that living room at the minute nude? He's on about the nude colour and you painted it a coffee colour and you didn't like it. He's giving you fairy lights and he's talking about wanting to do either a summer house or something happened to the summer house. Can you understand what? Yes. Oh, bless you, sweetheart. Do you know what? To you, you're his wife. I'm not just saying it. He's throwing the balloons up and it says, I love you. And that's what I have to give you. And he's talking about that. He wants to let you know that he's not in any pain when he passed. And you know that, don't you? You know that. And it's on about holding your hand as well, sweetheart. And would you understand something to do with the stairs? Or I know you don't want to hear about this, lovely, but he is showing a seizure, or it looked like a seizure. It was going to go into a seizure at some point, but I don't want to bring that as a quick memory all the time. I just needed to bring the evidence, that things that you'd know. He's giving you a big hug, and God bless you, Bernadette. God bless you. And he's giving me a dove for peace and a white lily for you. Take care. Thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, as much as I did. God bless you all. I hope you all enjoyed tonight as much as I did, and enjoying the extra visitors we have tonight. As you can see, it gets busy. If you would be interested in a private reading, please contact me on my Facebook page. It's Spiritual Psychic Medium Gemma Butler, or you can contact me by email by GemmaJam, all small words, all one word, at iCloud.com. God bless you all, and thank you so much. God bless. Take care.